I'm Tracy Baxter with today's Record Newswatch. The month of May began with bloodshed in the city of Newburgh as 3 people were shot and killed during the early morning hours at a residence at 98 South William Street. Police cordoned off the block around the 3-story brick apartment house as officers combed the scene for clues. The victims, 52-year-old Travis Blue, another man identified as John Lewis, and a woman with a first name of Pam. While police began the search for a suspect, neighborhood residents were left to wonder what led up to the triple homicide. One man on the scene, Eric Masonette, lost his friend nicknamed Fofo to the gunfire.
Fofo never did anything bad to anybody. He always good. He was a very good person. You know, he always did good. I just can't believe that Fofo is dead. I can't believe it. It's very heartbroken, you know, because Fofo is a very good person. He don't bother anybody. He does everybody good in the community.
Just wicked these days. You just be scared to walk the streets.
Also at the scene, controversial neighborhood activist Omari Shakur, who offered up this dark prediction.
This is the beginning of the killing season. We've been telling people as soon as the weather breaks, when you got drugs in the community, when you got frustration, when you got lack of jobs and lack of leadership, where are your leaders? So when you have a lack of all that stuff, it creates a combination of frustration and danger in our community.
Keep checking here at Record Online for the latest on the investigation into the triple homicide. Now, adding to today's misery for city leaders, the recent release of 2011 crime statistics compiled by the organization Neighborhood Scout, showing that Newburgh at number 9 ranked among the 10 most dangerous cities in the country. Meantime, a residence on 1st Street in Newburgh has been identified as the location of one of the brothels where victims, women from Mexico, were forced into a living hell. That was the description given to the conditions the women trapped in a sex trafficking ring had been enduring in a variety of locations, including the Newburgh building. Federal prosecutors say they've arrested 13 people involved in the operation of the ring, where women were lured to the U.S. with promises of a better life, then forced into sexual slavery while living in abhorrent conditions. The ring had been operating since 2008. None of those taken into custody were from the Hudson Valley. When Area State Senator John Bannerman introduces casino legislation in the weeks ahead, his bills will not only call for an amendment to the state constitution to allow for casino development, but would also define where they should be located. And Bannerman wants the Catskill region to be first in line. That would be good news for Empire Resorts, which wants to get the green light for a casino at the Concord property in the town of Thompson, and for those hoping to land a casino at the Nevele Hotel property in Ellenville. State lawmakers passed an amendment last year to allow up to 7 non-Indian casinos statewide. Second passage is needed to bring the issue to a statewide referendum in November. Governor Andrew Cuomo has said he wants an appointed commission to choose casino operators and sites. A partnership between the State Labor Department and District Attorney offices led to the recovery of $1.9 million in stolen unemployment insurance funds in 2012. And Orange County topped the list in monies recovered with more than $178,000 that year. Orange County District Attorney Frank Phillips credited the work of his Special Investigations Unit that, along with the Labor Department, resulted in more than 30 criminal convictions of those in Orange County who had ripped off the unemployment insurance program. Members of the news media got a chance Tuesday to get a first-hand look at the progress being made on Bannerman Island and the restoration work that still needs to be done. As for the progress, officials with the Bannerman Castle Trust say the restoration of the Bannerman home on the Hudson River Island is now at a point where the first floor could be open to tourists in June. As for the crumbling castle itself, bids for some of the needed stabilization work will be sought beginning this week, with the work to be paid for through a $150,000 state grant and matching funds raised by the trust. Public tours of Bannerman's Island are set to begin for the season this weekend. Authorities in Ulster County say he was caught in the act, and now Roy Miller is facing a total of 11 charges for allegedly selling large quantities of diverted pharmaceuticals. The arrest of the 40-year-old Kerhonkson man came after members of the county's urgent task force received information about the sales. Police say Miller was taken into custody while conducting a morphine sale in High Falls. And customers were lining up at Leo Katie's Ford today, the Warwick dealership, beginning its month-long 35th anniversary celebration by offering 35-cent oil changes to those who bring in canned food donations for the local food bank. The Katie's anniversary celebration includes 35 acts of kindness in recognition of the support shown by the community. They include staff members volunteering at a local animal shelter and for Meals on Wheels, and free car washes to customers who bring in a donation for the animal shelter. We are expecting nice weather through the weekend. It'll be mostly sunny and pleasant Thursday, with the highs up around 70 degrees. On Friday, temperatures are expected to reach the upper 60s under a partly sunny sky. Well, make Record Online your choice for news whenever it breaks, and get the information to help start your day in tomorrow's Times Herald Record. For Record Newswatch, I'm Tracy Baxter.